Am I the only one that didn't know libraries could be this creepy? Libraries are usually places of knowledge and refuge, but this one felt different. The air was thick with an unsettling silence, and the shadows seemed to dance on their own. Seriously, listen to this. It's as if the walls themselves were whispering secrets, secrets that were never meant to be heard by human ears. Deep in the heart of the school library, a student stumbled upon an ancient, dusty book. It was hidden behind a row of forgotten volumes, almost as if it didn't want to be found. Its cover, worn and mysterious, bore no title. The leather was cracked and aged, hinting at the countless hands that had touched it over the years. Curiosity piqued, they opened it, and the pages seemed to whisper secrets of the past. Each turn of the page felt like unlocking a door to another world, a world filled with shadows and echoes of long-forgotten events. As they flipped through, eerie illustrations of the school began to appear, each more unsettling than the last. The drawings were detailed, almost lifelike, capturing moments that seemed too real to be mere figments of imagination. There was the old clock tower, but with shadowy figures lurking. These figures seemed to move when you weren't looking, always staying just out of sight. The cafeteria, empty and silent, yet somehow full of whispers. The tables and chairs were arranged as if waiting for a gathering that would never come, and the whispers seemed to come from every direction. But then a page revealed something chilling, a list of names. Names that seemed familiar, yet distant, like echoes from a past life. Names of students who had mysteriously disappeared over the years. Each name was written with a precision that suggested they were more than just names. They were stories, lives that had been abruptly cut short. And right at the end of the list was their own name. The realization hit like a cold wave, sending shivers down their spine. How could this be? They were still here, weren't they? Suddenly the library lights flickered, and a cold breeze swept through the aisles. It felt as if the very air was alive, charged with an unseen energy that made the hair on the back of their necks stand up. The book slammed shut by itself, leaving the student in eerie silence. The sound echoed through the library, a final punctuation to the unsettling discovery. They ran, but the feeling of being watched never left. Every shadow seemed to follow, every creak of the floorboards felt like footsteps right behind them. What secrets does your school hide in its dusty corners? Sometimes the past is better left undisturbed. The student couldn't shake the feeling that they had awakened something that was meant to stay hidden. It's better not to know. Some mysteries are too dark, too deep, and too dangerous to uncover. The library, once a place of learning, had become a labyrinth of shadows and secrets, a place where the past and present intertwined in the most unsettling ways. The student's eyes darted around, searching for any sign of movement. Every corner seemed to hold a secret, every shadow a hidden threat. The library had transformed into a maze of fear and uncertainty. The walls were lined with old portraits, faces that seemed to watch with knowing eyes. These were the faces of those who had come before, perhaps even those whose names were in the book. Their eyes seemed to follow the student, adding to the growing sense of dread. In their frantic search for an exit, the students stumbled upon a hidden door. It was small and almost invisible, blending seamlessly with the wooden panels of the library walls. What lay beyond it was a mystery, but anything was better than staying in the haunted library. With trembling hands, they opened the door, revealing a dark passage. The air inside was even colder, and the darkness seemed to stretch on forever. But there was no turning back now. They stepped into the passage, each step echoing in the confined space. The walls were lined with old, dusty books, and the air was thick with the scent of mildew and decay. It felt like walking into the very heart of the school's dark history. The only light came from a flickering candle at the far end of the passage. Its weak glow cast long, dancing shadows on the walls, making the corridor seem even more ominous. Finally, they reached the end of the passage, where a small, dimly lit room awaited. The room was filled with old artifacts, relics of the school's past that seemed to hold their own secrets. On a small table in the center of the room lay an old, dusty journal. Its pages were yellowed with age, and the cover was adorned with strange symbols. This journal seemed to be the key to understanding the mysteries of the school. With a deep breath, the student opened the journal. The pages were filled with cryptic writings and drawings detailing events that had been long forgotten. Each entry was a piece of the puzzle, revealing the dark history of the school. One drawing in particular caught their eye. It depicted a group of students standing in a circle, their faces twisted in fear. In the center of the circle was a dark figure, its eyes glowing with an unnatural light. The student closed the journal, a look of determination on their face. They knew they had to uncover the truth, no matter how terrifying it might be. The secrets of the school had to be brought to light. With newfound resolve, they left the hidden room and walked back down the dark passage. The fear was still there, but it was now accompanied by a sense of purpose. They had a mission, and they wouldn't stop until they had uncovered every secret the school had to offer. Emerging from the hidden door, the student felt a renewed sense of determination. The library was still as eerie as ever, but now it felt like a challenge, a mystery waiting to be solved. Their eyes were filled with resolve. The haunted book had opened a door to the past, and now it was up to them to uncover the truth. The journey had just begun, and there was no turning back. The library, with all its shadows and secrets, had become a place of discovery. What other mysteries lay hidden in its dusty corners, only time would tell. But one thing was certain, the student was ready to face whatever came next. The end, or is it? Sometimes the most terrifying stories are the ones that never truly end. They linger, waiting for the next curious soul to uncover their secrets.